I'm Joe Vitale, American Retirement Advisors with the Gradient Investments Weekly Talking Points for the week ending February 10th, 2023. Let's get into stocks. Equities were down across the major indices last week, with the S&P 500 down 1.07%. The Russell 2000 dropped 3.34%, while the NASDAQ declined 2.37%. Now, overseas, the developed markets, which is the EFA, dropped 1.56%, and the emerging markets fell 2.4%. In the U.S., the best performing sectors were energy and healthcare, while communication services and discretionary were the laggards. Now, large caps this last week outperformed mid and small caps. Let's get into fixed income. Interest rates rose again last week on concerns that this week's inflation report may show sustained pricing pressure to the upside. The narrative follows the February 3rd labor headcount, which was far higher than anticipated, and interest rates rose nearly 20 basis points for the 2-year, 10-year, and 30-year government bonds, resulting in rates from 4.5%, 3.74%, and 3.83% respectively. Remember we talked about that yield curve being inverted? It's there. So commodities. Another week of volatile swings in the oil market, with the price of West Texas crude rose 8.63% last week to finish at $79.72 per barrel. Following the European Union's ban on Russian energy imports, Russia announced a daily production cut of 500,000 barrels beginning in March. In economic data, the index of consumer sentiment rose to 66.4 in February from 64.9 after 3 consecutive months of increases. Sentiment is now 6% above a year ago, but still 14% below 2 years ago, when inflation was not as widespread concern as it is right now. The report also noted that worries over short-run inflation expectations ticked up recently and continues to be notably elevated. You know, we got sticky inflation. It's not as transitory as as some people were saying it would be. Let's get into company news. Alphabet, which is Google, which is a contrarian choice core selected G33 holding, unveiled several artificial intelligence-linked updates to its products and services that underwhelmed investors, particularly given the prior day's announcement from a major competitor. Shares dropped 9.8% for the week, and BP, which is a G40I holding, shares rose 15.65% last week after reporting quarterly profits that were nearly 10 times those of similar period a year ago. The board said it would slow investments in renewable energy, raise the dividend by 10%, and purchase an additional $2.75 billion worth of shares. And Dexcom, which is a Core Select G33 holding, reported quarterly earnings that were ahead of consensus expectations, and investors were buoyed by the earnings growth, while management prepared for and rolled out several new products in the diabetes management device market. Shares were up 8.72% for the week. That's it. Not a big one this week, so that includes this market update. We thank you so much for being part of the ARA family. To contact us, call us at 855-756-5700. Visit us on the website, aradvisorsinc.com, and don't forget to visit our Facebook and YouTube pages, scan our QR code, and subscribe to our newsletter and pass it along. Take care. God bless you, and we'll see you again next week.